everyone, welcome to today's Have You Heard? And today I'm throwing the cat amongst the pigeons. And we're listening to the final Genesis album, Calling All Stations. Now, this will sort the men from the boys. That's an old-fashioned phrase, isn't it? But I think you know what I mean. There are dislikers, there are likers, there are people who are I tend to be on the likers side, which is why I'm playing the song. No discrimination on this channel. We jump in and we confront the controversies head on. Yeah, Calling All Stations, of course, is the final Genesis album after Phil Collins had left. Tony and Mike thought they would like to carry on. We'll talk about the singers' auditions in a few minutes after the song, but they chose Ray Wilson, and we're going to be listening to One Man's Fool, which is the final track of the album. And of course, I'm very keen to hear what you have to say. There will be pros and there will be cons, I'm sure. Before we get stuck into the music, may I just do a little bit of advertising and tell you all that we have a Patreon channel, if you haven't heard so far. We have a Patreon channel. We have 4 membership tiers, and there's lots of goodies and benefits that I'm hoping to share with everyone. We also have a Buy Me a Coffee channel now, where you can give us a little tip if you feel we've deserved something. It would be so welcomed. And we also have song requests now on Buy Me a Coffee, so you can pop on to Buy Me a Coffee and order a song request, which I will react to if I haven't heard it, and listen along to if I have heard it, and we'll try and put those out on YouTube so that we can spread your name, your choice, and the selection far and wide. Well, as far and wide as our channel goes. But first of all, we are doing the controversial Calling All Stations album from Genesis. This is the final track, One Man's Fool. I think it's really good. I enjoy it. Okay, it's not Phil Collins on vocals or drums. And I can live with that because it's an album that I think stands on its own 2 feet. But anyway, we'll talk about it more afterwards. So here we go. It's One Man's Fool, released on the 1st of September 1997. Okay, are we ready? Little bit of a delay.
As the buildings crumble, tumble to the ground, and the dust-filled smoke rises in the air. You know that somebody somewhere looks with pride. They're satisfied. Question can say, yes, all I can say. One man's joy makes another man weep. Nothing you can do is ever gonna change it. One man's saint is another man's fool. One man's heart is another man's gold. There are only dreams like any other. There are only hopes and beliefs, one like any other. There are only dreams like any other. So leave your reasons out to float along. So leave your reasons out. Like any
I always thought that was a really strong ending to the album. And of course, I'm so interested to hear what everybody thinks. Whoever actually clicks onto the song, as you can tell, I'm a little bit nervous. But I just felt, you know, what we're doing on the channel is that we're championing music that hasn't been given a chance, or music songs that have been ignored or overlooked. And I think at least half, I think about half this album deserves a critical reappraisal. Um, you know, it's a patchy album, and some of the songs to me are a little bit dull and uninteresting. But the ones that I like, and please compare notes, I'm hoping you will. I love Congo. I love The Dividing Line, Small Talk. There Must Be Some Other Way, I think, is brilliant, and One Man's Fool, the final track. So that's 5 out of 11. Okay, so just under 50%. The other songs, they don't do anything for me really. But those 5 songs, I think, stand very well in comparison with much of We Can't Dance. Um, we Can't Dance is not the world's greatest album either, and Phil was in it, and Phil was playing drums and singing and writing some of the songs. And I just always feel that this album has just been a little bit unfairly maligned because Phil's not there. Um, Much like perhaps some of the earlier trio stuff when Steve and Peter weren't there. It's tough. I know. It's tough. Let's talk a little bit about the people who were there. Now, of course, it's Ray Wilson on vocals, and Ray Wilson had had a big hit with Stiltskin, sort of a grungy type of British band, and he had made the final 2 on the audition shortlist with David Longsdon, who would, of course, go on to be vocalist with Big Big Train, and who passed away, sadly, not that long ago. But Ray got given the nod, and he's got a superb voice. It's a slightly different range to Phil's. It probably sounds a little bit more like Peter's, but it's his own voice, and I think he does a wonderful job. And I read somewhere that they think that most of the reviews were a bit negative towards Tony and Mike for their songwriting rather than Ray, who gives it a real good go and gives it a good bash. That particular vocal performance is absolutely top class. I am confident to say that. He didn't have a lot to do. A lot of the songs had already been put together by Tony and by Mike. But he did say that on Mike's songs, he was able to suggest vocals, ideas, do some lyrics, because Mike tends to not know what he wants with his songs until he hears something, whereas Tony, everything was pre-planned and preordained, and Ray basically sang what he was asked to sing. Apparently, there must be some other way. Was actually that must have been a Mike song, because Ray was able to provide all the lyrics for that particular song, and it's one of my favorite songs. The drummer was an Israeli drummer who calls himself now Nir Zed, because the surname is so hard to pronounce, Zidkayahu, and his brother Tomer Zed is or was the drummer with Blackfield, with Stephen Wilson. So Israeli drummer brothers, sort of dining at the high table there, really. And the drumming is very 1997. The production is very 1997. But you can't say it isn't powerful, and you can't say it hasn't got a presence. It certainly has. Of course, some of the tracks were done by Nick de Vigilio from Spock's Beard. But Neo was the guy who went out on tour afterwards, famously after Tony and Mike said no thank you to Chester Thompson. And I'd love to have been part of that conversation. I wonder why they didn't want Chester. Chester actually applied to join the band after Phil left. He wanted to play on the album. He wanted to be a full-time part of the band. And Tony and Mike said no. Very interesting, and I'm not too sure why. Does anybody have any background information on that one? Nia went on to play with lots of really good players, John Mayer, Joss Stone, Chris Cornell. So he made a name for himself, and he got some good work. But there we are. That's One Man's Fool. And that's Calling All Stations. I would be very happy to do some more of my favourite songs from this album, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. You must bear in mind that we're wanting to try and champion overlooked songs, and there aren't very many Genesis tracks on YouTube that haven't been reacted to. In fact, the ones that haven't been are mainly from this album. This has had received one reaction, and the gentleman who did it liked the song very much. So yeah, it's the obscure stuff or the underappreciated stuff often means the unpopular stuff. That's not necessarily the case with Genesis. But I want to try and play songs that haven't quite got the mass appeal of A Firth of Fifth, or whatever. Anyway, please let me know what you think of this. I would love feedback, positive, negative, why you like it, why you don't like it, why you couldn't give a flying hoo-ha one way or another. It would be great to hear, and I would just ask you, give the song a listen, and then tell me you like it or you don't. Just give the song a listen to begin with. Anyway, that's us for today. Thank you very much for having spent the time going through a controversial Genesis choice, but let's see what happens. And I really do look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Once you have liked and subscribed, then I'd love to see you on tomorrow's episode of Have You Heard, because we do one every day. Don't forget the Patreon and the Buy Me a Coffee. Have a good look, see what you think, and if you need to give me some feedback, I am ready and waiting. But in the meantime, cheers for now. Bye, everybody.